If you just got quoted in a big magazine, a website, or another type of publication, you should be using this to your business advantage. You also want to make sure that you are really sharing the articles that you're a part of so that companies are more likely to work with you in the future. I get quoted in big magazines and websites all the time. In fact, today I got quoted in People magazine. That's me right there. And I am now using this to make sure I'm promoting them, I'm promoting my association with them, and I'm using this to my business advantage to get more people interested in quoting me or having me on for articles or different interviews. I'm using this to help my clients out. I'm using this to get more business, and I'm also featuring the people that I worked with for this article. So let's break this down for you. If you are going to be featured in some big magazine and you know it's coming, this is great. You have time and effort to work on this. If it's something that surprised you, like this did for me today, you're going to want to leverage this over the course of a couple of days. When it first comes out, you may take a second to think about it if you want to make sure that you really being strategic about how you're doing this, but you do by at least the next day want to be having those conversations publicly that you were featured in this. Now, this again is something that you agreed to be featured in. If you didn't agree to be featured in something, they probably should not have quoted you or featured you, but that's another conversation. And if you want to have that with our lawyer, we've talked about this before, but we can talk about it again. Let us know in the comments. But you want to make sure that you are representing those things. Now, as a multi-time best-selling fiction author, I tend to get quoted. I tend to get featured in a whole bunch of places that I didn't ask for. I usually do not work with those or recommend those if they're just trying to get me to bring an audience to them. These things are entirely different though. I agreed to be a part of this. I agreed to have those conversations. I sent this quote to the people who are writing these different articles, or I did the interviews with these different publications. With that in mind, I want to let my audience know. The first thing I'm going to do is go to my Facebook page and let my community know. Facebook now allows us to use our personal pages as business pages if you toggle on the correct settings. And so I let it be known on my public Facebook page through my friends, my family, my community, and my followers on Facebook. I'll then take it over to Instagram. I'll take it to TikTok. I'll take it to YouTube. I'm taking it to YouTube right now. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I'm shouting out that I was just featured. I am using this in the context of my other content. Now, if you just want to do like a kind of a pop, hey, I was featured in this, go with Instagram stories, go with your Facebook stories, go with just like a Facebook post or a YouTube community post. It doesn't have to be a huge thing like a whole YouTube video on it, but you can. You can go very in-depth with this, or you can go very, hey, I did this, this is cool, and now we're moving on. It's entirely up to you. You want to make sure that you're taking the link that was sent to you and sharing it with people. They could be tracking that. They could be very mindful of how you're using that. So if you are then using that link and you're sending it out to people, they can see how many people you sent back. They can see where you're coming from. So if you link it on your website, as you should be, you should have a section on your website if you're featured in things that have their logos, and you can have those link backs to those articles so that people who are coming to your website can see those. They can see the traffic that you're sending them. If you are somebody who is sending them a lot of views, they're very likely to be able to bring you back into this for upcoming articles, upcoming interviews, and things like that. So we're using our forward-thinking skills here to understand that if we are marketing this now, even though it's not technically our job, it's technically their job to get views on their article. If we're doing this for them, we are future-minded with this. They're going to come back to us for more articles or for more interviews or for more collaborations together. That is going to help us. We want that. So we're linking this on our website. We are going to be sharing it to our social media communities. And then if you want to expand upon it even more, you can dial really deep into this to help your community. So for this particular article, I was having a discussion on portable phone chargers. These are things you can use while you're traveling for the holidays. These are things that you can use when you're on vacation. These are things you can use when you are taking a break from your business and you're doing things or you're out and about. Portable chargers are a big deal for content creators. And so for me, I told them my absolute favorite. I gave them a really great quote about it. Now I can use this to your advantage. I can create content on it. Right now I'm creating a piece of content on it. I'm leveraging it to teach you about getting these different interviews, which I have lots of tutorials on, by the way. You should check out the links. I'll put playlists down below for you. And I am talking about the different devices, so I can create a video on that specific device, which I have. I have created review videos on that specific device. So if somebody's going to look for it, they're going to find my review video. If you are here on my channel, I could say, hey, these are the things that I've been featured discussing in big articles or big websites. here are products you should know about. Here are different tasks that you should know about, or things you should do in your business that you should know about. I can use this to really dial deep on what I was talking about. I've been featured for all sorts of different things, from live streaming to tech to travel to author life and all of those things. And so I can use that to your benefit. I can say, hey, listen, I talked about this in this article. I talked about this thing. Let's go a little bit deeper. Let me show you how I use this, how you can be using this, creative ways that you can be using this. If you're investing money into this product, here are additional ways you might not have thought about to use it to make it even more beneficial to you. So I am dialing down on what I was talking about and really bringing it to the forefront of the conversation. I could create another review video saying, I was featured in People magazine talking about this portable phone charger. Here's why. And I could talk about what I said here because they use a part of the conversation that I gave to them on this one. I could go real deep with the technical side of things and the functional side of things and all of those things, and you can do that as well. When I do author interviews, when I'm talking about my books, when I'm talking about writing, when I'm talking about the publishing world, I will, once articles are out, I'll dial down deep on some of those points that I talked about. So if they kind of did a question about one thing, I will do a full video having that conversation. I'll show off my piece. I'll link them in the comments so they can go read the full article with me. And then I will really, really expand on that. So as people are learning about it in the article, they can come and learn more from me. You can use this to really build out the content on your YouTube channel, on your TikTok, on your Instagram. You can use this to highlight that you've done something cool, that you were featured, that you were respected and trusted enough to be featured somewhere. And then you can give more information on that so that as people are searching from learning about it in the article, so that as people are learning about it on the internet and searching for these things, so as people are following you on your channels, they are also learning more. So you are showing off them, you're showing off you, you're showing off your status and standing, but you're also giving more information about the thing that you were talking about. It's incredibly helpful all the way around. So with that in mind, your goal with this is to, yes, get into some really cool interviews and articles and appearances. I teach you how to do that on the channel. There's tons of videos with, not just even with me, but there are also really great guests who are established people inside of this community, who are thought leaders, who are educating in this space, who are teaching you about this stuff. We're doing all this really good stuff to get you these articles, to get you these interviews for free, by the way, and you shouldn't be paying anybody for these interviews. And then we're teaching you how to leverage these, how to make the most of it so you get more of these interviews, how you can be leveraging this to build your audience, how you can be leveraging this to work again with these people, how you can be using this to make more business, to make more money in your business. Think about it. Think about it. If I sent you this article and you were looking at it and then you were looking at that and then you came and watched my video about it, my review video, and then you used my link, now I'm making money off of it because I'm getting that affiliate commission. If it wasn't something like this, I could be teaching you something from my courses and you could then buy into my courses or my memberships or all of those different things. So you can use these to make money in your pocket right now. There's so many ways that you can be using this, but also showing off the person who wrote the article, the company that you were working with. You can show off your affiliate stuff. You can show off your own stuff. It's just, there's so much that you can do with this. So best practices include you reading it, making sure everything's good. You're going to want to take some screenshots. You're going to post this on social media. You're going to post those links on social media. You're going to post the link on your website. You're going to put this in blogs. You're going to do the whole thing and you're going to highlight it. You're not going to do, the exact same things, but you're going to expand upon it. You are going to grow what you are doing so that people can clearly see, you know what you're doing, you know what you're talking about, and you're going deep with it for them. You've got the big in front of everybody versions of things, and then you've got the dialed down, really deep, in-depth knowledge of those things that you're giving out to your audience so people can grow with this as well. And then the more you do this, the more you're going to get interviews just like this, the more you are going to be able to be quoted, the more you're going to be able to be seen in different capacities, in different lights, and in different places like this, and reaching audiences that you wouldn't have otherwise been able to reach. A lot of people are going to read People magazine, but not everybody's going to go searching for those things to find my content, and now they've seen me. So there's a lot of opportunity here for you to leverage this and grow your business and grow your relationships and your working relationships with people who are in this space to get you more opportunities, and you can bring more opportunities to them as well. Make sure you check out our other videos for influencers and how we can be getting interviews just like this here on the channel. If you have questions, go ahead and drop those. We'll be back in upcoming episodes to help you navigate the world of building your online business so this can be your most profitable year with the least amount of stress and work involved ever. We'll see you in the next episode.